Well, hello there, Taurus. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on in September. So September is going to have 4 weeks in it, and 4 columns and 3 rows as per usual. And I wanted to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. They all mean so much to me. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and light our candle right now. And of course, this is that San Benito is back in play. It's a beautiful protection candle. It has a beautiful little prayer on it. Just know that it's in effect. I'm not going to read it this time. But yes, it's a beautiful prayer, and I think it's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and set this over here. I want to remind you, Taurus, that if Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising, you're in the right place. This is your reading, and I really want to welcome all of you for that, and all the cross watchers. Thank you. I have all these cool decks in front of me, but I also have some messages from my better angels, and my better angels have a lot to say this time. So, without any further ado, let's talk about the fact that we are all in this together. That is one of the major themes, which is to remind us that even as we're doing these things, living our lives, the more we can care for one another and raise each other up, lift each other up, and come together as groups, we will. One big group, right? Not lots of little groups or 2 distinct groups. That's not going to work either, because if we aren't doing that on our own, it's going to end up becoming a situation where we're going to be offered opportunities to come together. The only way we usually come together is through tragedy. So think that through, come up with a plan for yourself, and find ways and means to cross the gap and find ways to not separate yourself from other people. That is really the goal. The concept is that we need to come together, all right? Things are shifting. Things are still continuing to change. Things are not 100% settled yet in the way that they're moving around. You know what I'm saying? Things that are shifting. So be aware of that. Pay attention to what that means for you, and do take care to always have a go bag ready, because, you know, things could change rather quickly. You never know. Every area of the planet has different issues, and we need to be ready for all of the things that can happen in all of those places, okay? Now then, the other thing to realize, of course, is that while we have all those things in play, we are definitely needing to come together, right? We need to all come together. There's opportunities, there's abilities for us to stay as a unit. I do have one more message, and I'm going to have to bring that up later, okay? So let's go ahead and get into these cards, okay? So here we have the cards. We are going to go ahead and use this beautiful Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot for our mystery card, right? And we're going to use this one here, which is the Magical Nordic Tarot, for our guiding card for the month. So let's grab that guiding card for the month first. All right, so yes, we have all these beautiful cards. What do we need for you, Taurus? I felt it. It tickled my hand right over here. Nope, it's right here. That one. All right, so this is a really neat deck. So let's see what we get. Aha, 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is very much about how we are remembering lessons from our past. We are coming together with ourselves as well as other people. So it's very, very good for us to pay attention to what all those lessons are. And of course, that is the key here. Of course, we come together, we remember those lessons, and we don't fall back on old behaviors because we know that they don't work. All right? So that's pretty cool. I like that. And the final message from my better angels was talking about the dropping of illusions. So it means that whatever masks we've been wearing, we need to let those go because they aren't really working anymore. Remember, whoever we were pretending to be, it just doesn't fit, and we know it doesn't fit. And we need to just be our true, authentic self, whatever that is, because it's beautiful. There is no other you. And if you're not being all that you can be, or all that you're supposed to be, that's a tough order, correct? So it's time to just say, you know what? I'm gonna just be me, whatever that is. I know it's scary sometimes, and I know that we need to just sort of absorb that and remember that other people are doing it too. So that's kind of a comfort, but it's also something to be aware of when you run into people doing something really different. You're like, huh, I didn't see that coming. But the answer is, that's exactly who we're supposed to be. And they're being exactly who they're supposed to be. And that's beautiful. So we want to encourage people to be all that they're gonna be, which is gonna freak us out a little bit in some cases. So just calm down. Before we react to whatever we see, we should always take a deep breath and think for a minute before we speak, right? Because if everyone's being authentic in their truth at the moment, well, we just have to say, okay, that's interesting, and then respond, right? It's better that way. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about these cards some more, okay? So yes, this deck here is going to be used for our mystery card, which is going to be a card that we look at the end of the reading, so that we can, in fact, ta-da, have a little closure, all right? So let's go ahead and get one card here for you, Taurus, for the week of August 31st through September 6th. There it is. Aha. So we'll save you here. And we'll save these there. All right. Now then, let's go ahead and do the layout for the overview video. This is that Tempest deck. It's pretty great. I love it very much. Look at 4 columns and 3 rows. The 3 rows are where we are. The second one is what's blocking you. And the third one is your solution for each of these 4 weeks, which is the entire month. Ta-da! Now then, we're going to go in depth on the very first week at the end of this video, and then we'll save these up for other videos, okay? Cool. So let's go ahead and look at what's going on, what we have here for the August 31st through September 6th. You have the World. You're starting this month with a feeling of completion, and whenever you finish one thing, you're going to be starting another thing. So Taurus, you will have completed a project of some sort. The main element for you this month or this week is all about the completion and the beginning. So it's like two halves of the same coin, right? I like that very much for you. It's going to be very cool. Don't get confused. You're going to be blocked by opportunities about what to start instead. So that's kind of a groovy problem to have, right? You know what I'm saying? You're definitely in a situation where you're like, oh, look at all the opportunities, la 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 la. And you're going to let those things kind of get in your head and maybe even slow you down a bit. And that's going to be kind of an issue. You want to pay attention to what you're doing there. Don't let yourself not do what you got to do because you're so excited by all the opportunities and not make a choice. So, you know about the dreams and goals. Make sure they're all going toward your dreams and goals. If they're not, get rid of them. This week, you're pretty much blocked by the opportunities. So many opportunities are on the plate. You're double checking, double verifying, da 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 da. And you're not going to make a decision this particular week. Okay, so breathe through it. Do what you have on your plate. Keep these things around, but then start looking at them, okay? Come up with a plan. You have feminine energy person of like mind who's going to be a part of the situation at this time. They're going to be helping you make decisions, so you don't have to decide all by yourself necessarily. You'll have somebody else who say, well, this seems like a really good fit for you, and well, I don't know if that one's such a great fit for you, but if you wanted to learn more about that, that would be a great way to get there, right? So they'll be helping you discern what is the right choice. This could be sister energy, this could be mom energy. So whatever this is, remember that the person, whoever they are, is going to have your best interests at heart, and they're going to be very chill, okay? So they won't be super hyper. Nice. All right, next week over, the 7th through the 13th of September, we have Six of Wands. You're going to be sharing your ideas, explaining stuff to people so that they know who you are, what you think, and how you understand things. And you'll even be teaching people a little bit, okay? So just be aware of that and let it be what it's supposed to be. I think you'll enjoy the opportunity to share your ideas. It's kind of a win, right? You're not going to have a ton of dough right here, so your money is not all 100% right this second. So you just aren't going to be able to be as generous with your finances as you might like to be. So just relax and understand that. Know that from your heart. And your solution is to stay focused on your dreams and goals. Whatever your dreams and goals are, it's time for you to put that as your major focus. Like, don't get distracted. This is time. It is time for you to be on point about your dreams and goals. So, okay, you're buckling down and you're getting serious, because those things aren't going to last forever. You have to make a decision, all right? I feel like for some of you, this is college-oriented stuff, and you're needing to choose your classes and get things going on, So it's like, okay, I had a lot of choices. Now I got to buckle down and make those choices and get busy, because I got to start signing up and doing what I got to do. Okay, good for you. This card here is talking about the 14th through the 20th of September, fighting for your heart's desire. Oh yeah, you've picked your classes, and now you're like, okay, I need to get them. And they're like, oh well, that class is full. Now that class is full. You're like, oh man. So your dream schedule isn't going to work out 100% unless you put up a fight for it, okay? So do what you got to do. There may be some classes you have to show up to first day, you know, just show up and watch other people who signed up not show up. So you start out already knowing what's going on and ending up in the class and getting more of your stuff just by having shown up. So ta-da! Very good for you, Taurus. Being proactive is key, all right? Now, of course, the Four of Swords is showing that this particular week, you're not 100% in charge of everything. You're not being gifted with a strong foundation and power, so take a deep breath and don't pretend like you have it all figured out when you don't, okay? Just sort of do your best at this time and do follow direction, okay? Following direction will save you so much trouble, all right? It's all about power this week. So, well, fighting for your heart's desire here. Four of Swords, definitely on the power side. Page of Swords. New information about ways for you to manifest more power. I feel like once you show up to class, they're going to be like, okay, this is what you got to do now to make sure that this happens for you. So you're like, okay, I have to do a couple more things. There's another hoop to jump through, and it'll help, okay? So you're working your way into what you want to do. And if you're not a student, this is really about you standing up for what you want, knowing you're not 100% in control, but putting in your 2 cents for sure. Because if you don't put in your 2 cents, nobody will ever hear you, right? And then, of course, you'll find out that there is a little bit of stuff you do have control over in the mix, so good for you. Next week over, the 21st through the 27th of September, we have the Lovers. This is about you genuinely having a potential for a partnership, a relationship. Coming together is definitely on tap for you at this time. And if you're already in a relationship, that's going to be very much an issue this particular week, okay? So getting other people on board with what you want to do is going to be important to you, all right? Where you're blocked, ton of money, don't got it. You don't have a ton of money this week, so just pay attention to where your money is going. It might be all tied up in investments or whatever, but the fact remains, you're not feeling very flush. And that's not a bad thing, it just is. So just be aware of it and don't let it stop you, but kind of think about how you're going to fund whatever it is you want to do, okay? And of course, the King of Pentacles shows up to say, hey, I know we got this, but I am in charge here and I'm going to make it work, but you got to give me a minute to make it work, okay? So as opposed to running around stomping your feet, expecting money to fall from the sky, give him a minute. He's going to work some things out and he will find the funding for you, okay? So that's kind of fun. I like that you have somebody in the mix who's going to help you out with your finances. He's very savvy, all right? So Taurus, let's go ahead and save these cards off to one side, as you know I like to do. We are going to revisit these cards in other videos where we talk about the individual weeks. I don't start from scratch. Every week I use these cards as a base, so you'll see them again. And that's kind of fun. So let's talk about what's going on. We'll use these as our base right now for the week of August 31st through September 6th. And I'm going to use this beautiful deck, which is the Tarot of the Abyss. We only got one of these cards last month, and now we're going to use it for the clarification. So it's kind of fun. All these cards are going to, of course, face me. So let's go ahead and see what we get. All right. So Taurus, we have, there's that beautiful World card showing us that you're completing a project. It really feels very much like something is finishing up for you. And that finishing is setting you up for an opportunity. This could, and for some of you, you're starting a brand new project, maybe a new job, a new season, a new semester at school. Whatever it is you're starting, you're working it out, okay? There's newness or finishing. I know, right? One of each. Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is showing that your relationship will be at issue during this week. Like you're needing to make sure that you and your partner are talking at the same time and having the same communication so that everybody's on the same page. If everybody here isn't on the same page, the schedules are going to be off. And it'll be awkward, right? So pay attention to what that means. You are going to be getting information that is going to be empowering to you that you won't be able to share with everybody. But I think that if you have a partner in life, your partner in life will likely need to be clued in on this information. I don't say this very often when I get the Three of Swords, but I think your partner in life needs to be clued in on the information, as in there's a maybe possible situation where he might be doing da-da-da-da-da, but we have to wait for things to come through. And he's like, fine, fine, fine. I'm glad you told me. There's a maybe in the air, so I'm at least mentally prepared in case you pull the trigger on that situation and things change, that I'm ready for the changes. We're always trying to remember lessons from our past, and this is a major moment where you're genuinely applying that information because he's been surprised before. Your partner has been surprised before and it didn't go over well, right? It wasn't a pleasant time for all to be had. Where are you blocked? Choices and options, so many choices, so many options. It's careful. Just kind of sort through them. Make sure they're going toward your dreams and goals, and or that they're going to expire right away. But remember that all of this stuff is just blocking you. It's just so much stuff. If you need to, just kind of look at each one and look at all the pros and the cons for each one and do the sorting if you can. But if you can't sort it, give yourself a break, right? And breathe, okay? Queen of Cups. Oh, there's an emotional lady in the mix, or feminine energy person. She's going to have a lot to say about her feelings. Oh, this makes me feel like this. This makes me feel like that. Whatever that information is, I want you to take it for what it is and definitely allow it to fill you, and so you can understand what it is. And of course, no, it's going to block you completely. It's like, oh, but I really wanted that. Somebody's going to be looking at your options going, oh, I wanted to have those kinds of options. It's like, well, that's very nice, but they're mine. They've all been plopped in my lap. You go, which ones don't I want? Well, don't go where I want to go. Oh, here, you can have those. If you need to do that kind of thing, it might get her off your back, which would be probably a good thing. Now we have the King of Cups. Haha. We have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So there's a gentleman who also speaks from his feelings, and he is very much so ready to explain himself and all of his needs and wants and how you need to do more for him. Well, la-di-da, right? So much as him counting on you to do something for him. Be aware of that. Take it into consideration, but no, it's just a block. It's something that's also in the way. You're like, okay, everybody here with all the feelings, or this could also be, for some of you, this could be your parents. This could be a dynamic duo in your life that show up and say, take care of us. We're more important than anything you're working on, which is never the case, ever. So be aware of that. Stick to your guns and stay true to your partner, while at the same time collect information where you can. Okay, I feel like this is an opportunity for you to collect information, whether you use it or not. It's information. Okay, now then, let's go back to the solutions pile. Huzzah! Queen of Wands. Yes, Queen of Wands, she's all about how beautiful and wonderful and supportive she can be. She's like, yes, I'm here for you. I'm your friend. I'm totally down to earth. I get you. I see you. I understand you. I'm not here asking for anything. I have no hands out except in offer of help. So this person wants to help you and is wanting to help you sort through some of this. And there's all this stuff, right? You'll be like, hey, why don't we send your parents to the museum so they can go do something, feel entertained, and you can get busy doing the things you need to. Keep that in mind. She will be an asset to your situation. She might even be the one chaperoning them somewhere else, which is cool. King of Pentacles, a financially minded fella, is going to be playing a part in the mix at this time. He wants to make sure the money is right no matter what's going on. He wants to make sure you're on budget, whatever you're working on, or if you've made any decisions, or maybe he'll just show you what your budget will be for your new beginning. You're like, here, and here's your new budget. Da, 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 da. And you're like, oh. And now, of course, the opportunity has arisen for you to fight for your power in this situation. Like, wait. I need you to find more money. I need you to find more money. Come on, mister. You know you have it. Come on, give it up. So you're going to poke him with a sword and say, hey, I need more. I need more of what's going on there. So you're going to fight for your power, fight for your control over a situation. It's going to be kind of a lot. But I think that you're up for the game, Taurus. This is all a lot of people. You have a lot of people going on right now. Relationships, might be coworkers, but also this is work-oriented stuff too. So you've got a lot of people going on, and it's quite a bit, right? It's quite a bit. I think you have exactly what you need to take care of what you need to. Remember those lessons from the past, so you don't keep trying the same thing with certain people, because they're not going to go for the same old thing all the time. The old bait and switch, right? Going to try something different. We're going to get you a Mystic Forest Oracle card, because that's what we're doing for one of our closing cards. And the card for you is right here. All right. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited, though. I think that there's a lot happening, and I think that you're ready for it in more ways than you think. You're more confused by this because it's just so many things. You know, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's just options. I think you need to investigate them more before so they can either become not a block or clear. Okay? Cool. So let's see. Don't hide. Dare to dream big. Remind yourself that everything is possible. Don't hide your talents and abilities, but use them to build your world. What? Build your world? Build your world. Don't hide. Use your skills and talents to build your world. Oh, I love that for you, Taurus. This is such a Taurus card. Fabulous. Love, love, love. All right. So let's get that mystery card. You know, I haven't even talked about our little friend yet. Our little friend here, the little turtle dude, he is very cool. He doesn't have a name yet. We're working on the name. We are going to be talking about that on the final week. The final vote will take place at the end of September, because the final week mostly because I really have I'm making these videos in August, and so we haven't really collected all the names yet. So we're going to go ahead. Oh my goodness, he took a tumble. But we're going to give him a name. You'll be able to vote on his name in the final week of September, and I'll remind you about that when we get there. But yes, thank you all for your interest, and I hope that you'll participate in the vote, because it would be sad if it was just a couple of people making the big decision, don't you think? So come on, let's go. Comment below. Da-da-da. All right, so this is our mystery card, which is, of course, the King of Swords. Well, you have enough people. Why wouldn't we add more people, right? It's all about you. You want to be in control of certain things. This is you stepping up and being in charge of a situation. Be aware that this is an opportunity for you to boss up in your situation. And you don't have to always make a decision on the fly or whenever other people tell you to. I think that you can, in fact, be the one standing in your power and saying, I'm pausing for effect. I'm pausing because I need to. I need more information before I make solid decisions. So there you go. Whether it's these people pushing you around or this guy not wanting to give you what you need, you're going to absolutely step up and say, hey, I'm here, I'm calm, and I'm handling this in a very strong, powerful kind of way. So the greatest kings never swing their bats around really loudly. They do it quietly and with great strength. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and set this card down right there. Very nice. Woo. Now you need a pocket full of rocks. Ooh, look at this. We have sapphire, we have black amethyst, and we have emerald. Well, look at you. All right, so emerald is a higher heart stone, or a heart stone, and it's all about which is a fourth chakra, and it's about healing your heart in a very sweet way. When you hear words that are, it's kind of what's been going on a lot. We're getting new information. All of us are getting new information, and we're recollecting the information and reassessing it, right? We're reassessing what we've learned from the past and mixing it in with a dash of something new from the present, and that information is coming together and creating a really interesting new understanding of past and present, okay? So we're blending and we're healing. So things are healing up for you at this time, and I want you to be aware of that. You are in a position to heal your heart. So yay, but it has to take a little bit of the past and a little bit of the present all squished together, okay? Nice. So we have 2 6th chakra stones. This is your third your third eye is getting very activated at this time, this particular week. So you're seeing not only the black amethyst shows you what kind of an effect you have on the earth plane from afar when you look at the planet as a whole. Dun, 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 dun. But when you're out here, look out here, over here, looking at the planet and how you fit in one little spot on the planet, that is what you're seeing is your effect, right? But the sapphire shows you where you are in the cosmos. So the whole darn thing and what effect you have in the entire cosmos. So simultaneously you're getting 2 visions. This is not to be played with or disregarded. This is important information that will help you understand who you are, what you're doing here, and what your goals will be and could be and might be at this time. So it's pretty cool. I'd love to see this potential for growth for you and purpose, right? It's a growth of purpose. You're going to see a glimpse of what you can do and how it will affect the universe as a whole. And I think that this is also going to help heal your heart also, because there's been a draw towards doing something that heals your heart. The timing couldn't be more perfect with this card here, because you're looking at making big choices towards your dreams and goals, but we need to verify what your dreams and goals are. And I think that you're really well on your way towards doing that exact thing. It's very beautiful. So, excellent. I'm going to set these stones down right here. Your understanding of your dreams and goals is going to change over the next week. Not in a bad way. It's in a grown-up way. You're going to be able to see, for once, certain things in a different way. So it's really quite lovely. Taurus, how are you? Oh my gosh, I know, a lot's going on, right? So I get it. I understand this. It's a little overwhelming. So these rocks might help you if you want to carry them. If you don't want to carry them, that's okay too. If you want to carry something else, comment below. Let me know how it goes. I'm here for you. If you haven't looked in the description box below, there's all kinds of cool stuff there. Of course, at the end of the month, the final week, we'll be doing a big vote for the cool name for my cute little turtle tortoise guy. So we'll go ahead and get after that. The other thing to know is that you can find all the decks that I'm using down there in the description box. You can get them on Etsy or Amazon. Very fun. The other things you'll find are where you can find me at a fair, so you can come out in person and see me. That'd be so much fun. And if you can't make it, that's okay. You can book a private reading with me over the phone. There's a method for doing that, and I know that it's daunting when you see the cost and whatever, but the fact is, I'm pretty quick. So everything is cool, and I honor your time as well as anything else. So thank you so much for all your consideration, and if you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please do so. I appreciate the one and the all of you, and I will see you next week when we talk about the 7th through the 13th.